Update. So Etsy gave my account back. Gonna share that story. Starting off with my website, visitor751.com. That's where I sell over 751 designs on over 16,000 products. Things like wall tapestries and hoodies, carpets, rugs, and all kinds of Christmas things at the moment. Getting into actually putting some ties. Like, check out this tie on my visitor here. I'm going to be selling ties on the website as well, which is the newest product coming out on the line. So check out the ties that I'm putting out from MWW On Demand, a business that's been in business for 100 years almost. My high quality, nicely designed ties are going to be a fantastic, beautiful feature on my website, visitor751.com. How did I get my Etsy back? I got it back. So Etsy shut down my account randomly after I had been using their platform for a year. I had built up a following and I had gotten all kinds of 5-star reviews and I had made all kinds of sales. All of a sudden, after I put up 6,000 products, 6,000, that cost 20 cents each, and that's $1,200 that I invested into Etsy on top of the ad fees that I've already spent in the year. This is what I had when they shut me down: 6,000 listings, and they shut me down right in Q4. This is when all of the sales come in for print on demand businesses, for most retail businesses in America. This is the time when sales start flowing in, and they shut my account down, which caused a huge problem for me. And so I appealed it because they said you can file an appeal. And when I filed the appeal, they said, no, you are permanently suspended. We are not giving your account back. So I got upset about that because they gave no reasoning. Their email that they sent for the suspension was, we are unable to give you the reason. You are permanently suspended. There is no way you can get your account back. Don't even reach out to us because you will not hear a response from us. So I took that and I said, okay, well, I'm going to keep building. I went to my Shopify store and I do my visitor751.com website. And besides that, I decided I'm going to start putting out the word about what Etsy did to me because they screwed me over, and they did. So I started posting on places like X.com, formerly Twitter.com. I posted on places like YouTube.com, started making these videos and sharing the story with others and telling people about how they'd shut down my account. And then I went to the BBB, Better Business Bureau, and also the FTC, and I filed complaints with them. So this is how I got my account back after being permanently suspended, is that I went, it's one of the ways. I think Etsy might have seen some of the stuff that I was posting on X.com because they do pay attention to the things that are being posted, whether they comment on it or not. They're seeing it, and I think that it's a combination of everything that I did was what got my account back. What happened was, after I filed with the BBB and the FTC, I was able to get a response from them on the Better Business Bureau complaint, and they said, 9 days later, no, it's more than that. It's probably like 15 days later after my account suspended. So my account suspended for 15 important days of the year in the Q4 period when I should be making sales. They suspend my account for 15 days and permanently suspended it, told me there's no way I'm getting it back. I filed a complaint with the BBB, and I wrote up this nice complaint. I might go further into how I wrote it so I can share that with others who are going through the same ordeal, and they can copy and paste kind of what I did, kind of in that way. And this is what got my account back, is after filing with the BBB sent them a report, and then they responded to the BBB and to me in that case that it was a mistake, and sometimes they make mistakes. Bullshit, first of all, because I already filed with them and I tried to contact them in multiple ways and they didn't respond to me. I had to go to the BBB to get a response from Etsy, which is ridiculous to begin with, and still ridiculous. I'm still upset at Etsy. And they shut my account down this whole time. After filing with the BBB, I got my account back. They said it was a mistake, whatever that mistake might have been, whatever, I got my account back now. And what happens when they shut down my account is I had already had the listings up for well over a month. So how Etsy works is when you have your listings up for a month, they start to rank in the system. So they go from being on like the 8th page to the 2nd or 1st page. Now, since they reinstated my account, all my listings that I had up for Q4 to make big sales, I've gone from page 1 and 2 to like page 8. So they really did. There's the screw over is still happening to me in a lot of ways. I'm being screwed over still, even though they gave my account back. I paid all of that money, $1,200 for the 6,000 listings to stay up for 4 months, and I'd like some compensation for that as well. So I've reached out to the BBB to let them know that Etsy, when Etsy responded to me and they said it was a mistake. They said, this is a mistake. We're going to open up his account again. We consider this to be a final decision and it's closed, is what their response was to the BBB. My response to that is I'm still upset because all my listings have been deranked, and all of my time, all those days, 15 days of sales in Q4, I missed out on all of those sales. So I feel like there should be some compensation. And as I was complaining and going into X.com and writing these posts and making these videos, I was seeing all of these stories about other people who have also been screwed over by Etsy. So there's multiple reasons for it. There's more than one reason. For example, one reason that I saw is that they've been causing trouble with is women in particularly. They've been treating real women badly. And when I say real women, there's men and there's women. There's two sexes, men and women. Men are born with the big balls, and women are born with the oval banana tacos. So women can have babies, men are unable to have babies. That's the difference between men and women. For some people, having that kind of hard kind of thing to understand. So the reality is, though, that they're coming and attacking women who are I was reading about all these like things that is happening on Etsy, and like they're shutting down accounts of women who are believe in this new what I consider to be a mental issue, where they think that they're men when they're actually, or where they think that they're women when they're actually men. Usually it's men that think they're women more than women think they're men, it seems to be. And anyway, so they're real men that have decided to pretend to be women are detransitioning, and Etsy is, so they'll make like nice designs and put them on their products that say like detransitioning, and they shut down those accounts that say detransitioning. Apparently that's one of the other complaints I was reading. That's a big one right now. A lot of Etsy posts, or a lot of posts about Etsy on X.com about that. You can type in hashtag boycott Etsy, or type in woman Etsy on the search bar on X.com to find more about that. That was a big one that caught my eye. Multiple accounts getting shut down just like mine without reason, with being told there's no way to reinstate their account, and they're going through the same thing as me. So I'm letting you know what I did is I started making content. I filed with FTC and the BBB, and my account is back. So there is a way possibly to get your account back if you kind of follow those things. And I was posting consistently on these platforms daily, and I actually am still posting daily because I was so upset that I went to X.com. I have a page for the premium X.com or whatever it is. So I was able to schedule posts, and all the way up until Christmas, each day I have one post coming out each day about how they screwed me over these 6,000 listings, and letting people know like that they shut my account down and everything, and it's still going to be posted every day. So I wanted to share this story about how I got my account back and let others know that it is possible, even though they say it's permanently suspended. If you kind of go through these, do what I kind of did, it worked for me, it could work for you, I guess. So Etsy, I hope you're listening to this, and I hope that you can become a better in terms of your customer service and treating us how we should be treated, because I broke no terms of service, as you said in the response on BBB, which is true. I never did break any terms of service. All of my designs are I have rights to use all of my designs. This is Visitor 751, my main logo here, an alien duck superhero, which is my favorite kind of like design, because it's my logo, and then I got like different aliens. I've got all kinds of designs though. In terms of designs, I go into everything from sports to crochet designs to different things like flowers. It might be something space people. I might do different animals. I might do different all kinds of things. Whatever interests me, I put up. That's why I have 16,000 products and 751 plus designs. I kind of have gone the crazy route in terms of print on demand and choosing my path of things. And I currently use, MWW on demand is my favorite for creating products with, and they have their own platform which you can create products through on their website, or you can go onto Shopify. If you have a Shopify store like I do, visitor751.com. You can directly connect with them and create products through them. I also use Printify.com as well, which is a service that you can put your designs onto and connect with multiple different distributor manufacturers through them. They also have MWW on demand as a choice through them as well, which I've used. Printify up to this point, they've been fantastic for me, and I've had zero problems with them. I've seen some things written about them as well on X.com, and I'm choosing to stick with Printify. I think that they've been a great partner, and that they have provided a lot of value to my where I plan to go with and what I've been doing in terms of our partnership that we have, and that I chose to choose them over, for example, Printful, because they have the option how they work where you can have different manufacturers, whereas Printful is like they manufacture their own products, and Printful is like another platform where you can put your designs onto all these different products, and they make the products themselves and ship them out. They're both kind of similar in ways of how they do things. There's other options as well. Those are the two big ones at the moment, and I'd like to see things go in the future. If I stick with this, I hope that we can get much more American-made products. For example, most of my products, like this one and this one, all of them here that I have are originally the blanks come from China, and then they're printed in the USA. And like MWW on Demand has a beautiful big factory where they have these, look how big this wall tapestry is behind me. They have these big machines that these go through, and they go and they print them on. It's probably like the most beautiful to see all these factories, and bringing back manufacturing to the USA would be great, which is why I'm on different platforms besides Etsy. I learned from this example of going through this with Etsy that being on different platforms like Shopify is good. And another one that just came out recently is called Public Square, which is a USA-based market. It would be, what do you call it? It's like Etsy, where what is it? Marketplace. That's the right word for it. It's a marketplace. Public Square is a marketplace, and their values align with the values that I just spoke about. How they ask everybody to do the best that they can when they sign up to manufacture their products in the USA and make all their products in the USA if possible. And they align with many of my values. And I understand that other people have different values, and that other people might disagree with some of the things that I say, which is fine. And if you do, that's okay. That's what being an American is all about, is to have these disagreements. I stand with free speech is like the hugest thing to me, and that's the First Amendment in the Constitution, which is why I always speak the truth of myself and transparent with you all about everything that I've said here. Etsy.com has kind of screwed me over. I'm back on there, and I'm going to keep working with them because I'm on there. I already paid for the listings, and up to this point, until they did this, they were good, and it might have been a mistake. Exactly like they said, it might have actually just been a mistake that they made. And they might have had, I get it, they might have had like an automatic robot or something. It could have been anything that shut my account down by accident. So I understand, and I'm going to keep giving, if anybody makes a purchase from me, I'm going to keep providing good customer service on their marketplace. I'm going to keep providing them with the products that they purchased from me to the best of my ability, and serve everybody to the best that I can. So I'm going to close this out right here. Check out my website, visitor751.com. I have sales there. The products are less expensive. I price them lower than my Etsy store. I price them lower than my Public Square store. I price them lower than all of the marketplace stores to get people to the website, because I'm building my own brand with visitor751.com. I own the domain name, which is the most important thing is owning that domain name. Because even if, for example, Printify shuts down or NWW shuts down for whatever reason, any of these companies could just shut down one day, wake up and like they're just like, we're out of business for whatever reason, who knows? Or anything can happen where there's new opportunities and there's new ways to do things. So having that website, though, I think websites are going to be around for a long time, and building this brand called Visitor 751 and visitor751.com is kind of what I've been focused on. And it's hard to build your own brand compared to using a marketplace, and I've made lower sales volume with my store so far, having been into this whole game of print on demand for 1 year so far. We're going to see what happens with it, though, and I enjoy it. I enjoy what I'm doing and building this whole business, and it's fun to do e-commerce in 2023. So I hope everybody enjoyed this video, that you can get your Etsy account back if you kind of file with the BBB, file with the FTC, and write some stuff on X.com and on contact them. Some people use Facebook. I use Facebook less so now than I used to, because it seems to have gone a different direction, and the terms of people and the amount of people that are active on in terms of being able to connect with businesses as well. On X.com we can connect with businesses without being censored in a way. Free speech is important to me. Like I said, when you make a post on X.com, it's visible to everybody and everybody can comment on it. It really is a public square, like kind of like publicsquare.com, which I was talking about. It's a public square in terms of the community on X.com, where we can communicate with businesses back and forth, and everything's visible, so everybody knows what's happening. It's like it's more truthful in a way than Facebook, where it's like if you comment on something and your post gets deleted, you'll never see that post. If you post on a page and the page moderator says, I don't like that post, they can cancel you, and then there's no way that your post is getting out there. Whereas X.com, there is no canceling of you. Your post gets put up there on your page. You put it in the hashtag whatever it is that you're communicating about, and people click on the hashtag, everybody sees it. And you can also comment directly with businesses and connect directly with businesses, get communication back and forth. Although I tried that with Etsy, and so many other people they send back robotic messages like, what is your account name? And then they never respond to you. And then I make another post and they'll ask you again, what is your account name? They never respond to it. It's kind of like this BS. It's funny. Etsy says, keep commerce human. It seems like they're doing everything other than that in terms of communication. I don't understand. I did talk to Etsy on the phone for the first time yesterday, because I was having another issue, and I was able to talk to one of their customer services representatives on the phone. Friendly conversation. The person was nice, and the person was helpful with this new situation that I had. So there is, when you go on Etsy, there is a way where you can contact them, and the problem was, though, I tried to contact them originally through they have a chat as well, and it says 1 minute to respond, and it was 20 minutes and they didn't respond, which is another bad thing. So I clicked call me button, and they did call me. It said 10-minute wait. It was like 15 minutes later and I got a call. So they did call me. So it is possible. I've read so many things, though, as well. The people can't even get the contact that I was able to get. I don't know if they pick and choose who they're going to contact and when they're going to contact them. But Etsy, I've been making sales with Etsy, and I'm going to keep doing it. Going to keep trying with them and see what happens. There's been a lot of people who have been successful with print on demand doing Etsy. So it is a valid place to make sales at the moment, I think. And I hope that they keep my account up, because they could just shut it down again, and then I'm going through this whole process again. And if they do, it would be like ridiculous, because they already did it once. This is, I think I want to shut this down on this podcast. Visitor751.com, my Shopify store. Check it out. Got sales on there, 25% off hoodies, 25% off Christmas skirts, or for tree skirts, and stockings. 20% off your first purchase of any product. And also, I'm probably going to be running, like I said, I have ties. MWW On Demand just came out with a new product, ties, that I'm going to be putting designs onto. I'm going to probably be running a sale on those as well soon. Probably something like, I don't know, I was thinking like 15%. Because the profit margin on ties is much lower. I'm selling them at like $21 each currently without a sale. And I only make about, I think, $5 profit margin on that. So I have to keep, that's a low profit margin compared to hoodies, which I make at least usually like $10 on minimum. Big wall tapestries like this, big things, you make higher profit margins. So it's easier to create bigger sales on those and do like 20-30% off, because that 30% off $10 is still $7. It's still reasonable in my opinion. There's all kinds of different thoughts around how to price things and how to change how to do things in print on demand. I hope you all enjoy this podcast, and peace out.